Let's start.
You haters about to be mad at this one for real. Let's run it back. Oh, for sure. Damn, son, where did you find this? Famous Davis. Smoke Sessions Podcast. New era on the ride. We gain notoriety. What up, Nick? Still we sweat for every slide. Famous Davis in the front. Famous. We beat BJ in the cut. Whoa. Nap got 7 in the zone. Kemistry lab with the touch. People know our name now. Famous. But we still chase the bread. Eyes on the next move. Grind time. Feet stay ahead. Every win got pressure. Glitch. Every loss got proof. If they want the truth now, we been living it through. Turn the pages, smooth. New chapter, same grind, louder with the hunger, clearer with the shine. Chemistry lab, cooking, making pressure in the room. Famous Davis kept it moving. We BJ in the boom. Now guys they got the plan lined up. If the door stay locked, then we climb right up. Not a hobby, not a phase. It just built to last. From the corner, all the doubt. Now we speeding up, no brakes, so yeah. Better right now. We not next. We right now. Claim our spot now. Hater proof too real. Pimp C, too trill. Flow colder than a windshield. Smoke Sessions.
Oh yeah, man. Look,
We back at
welcome
it.
to the NBA late night edition of the Smoke Sessions podcast presented by DWE Television and of course Sports Jedi Network, baby. Oh, damn. Already starting off this way. Of course, that is Nap God, Naps the P, Nap God 7 on X. We BJ. Dex is not here with us today. Of course, I am your boy, Famous Davis. K-Dot Views on X, of course, with the Z at the end. One moment here.
We smoking something good.
We got some things to talk about. I'm not sure if we should play a little bit of these little beats here behind the scenes, you know, the little generic I miss ours, but we'll figure that out. Yo, man. We got some things to talk about, man. First off, shout out Wrestle Talk TV for the love that y'all showed. It should be dropping tomorrow. Man, what Jack Cartwheel, man, what a guy. You know what? Let's give another round of applause, man, for Jack Cartwheel, man. Oh, got my spot now. We were thinking the same thing there. You know, before we get into, you know, NBA talk, you know, things of that nature, bro, for those who don't know, since news is already broken, according, of course, to Sports Jedi Network, where Jack Cartwheel confirmed, along with the smoke sessions, which of course we was there, he is no longer WWE ID signed. He is officially a full-time WWE superstar under the AAA brand or umbrella, as they like to say. So congratulations to you, Jack, once again. Man, Naps, and I'm gonna be honest. I'd already heard some rumblings like, hey, he's not with. Obviously, if you haven't already seen it on TV, but hey, I've heard some rumblings that they've already made it official behind the scenes, although it hasn't necessarily been updated just yet. Hey, I think he's officially with AAA. Well, when y'all get the full interview tomorrow, you'll get to see the question, how he asked it and positioned it. So when I did tell him, is it safe to say, out of respect, we don't really do too many things like that. So we're not going to give you the sauces, say, people close to Jack. Look, man, Jack Cartwheel confirmed this himself. Yeah. So it was an honor to be a part of that. That's just the beginning, too. That is just the beginning of what we got rolling through with the Sports Jedi Network. Yes, we are the Smoke Sessions podcast. Yes, we are presented by DWE crew. If any of y'all watching, look, man, we're going to have to set up a meeting, get all the founding folks and execs together so we can go and put in this work. Napster P.
Yo.
I guess I'm going to say it real quickly. Actually, nope. I'll wait until the end of that. I'm going to parking lot that. But for those who don't know, because I get it, the smoke sessions might seem a little like, oh my God, this man smokes. They about the smoke. Not necessarily. So allow me to give y'all the acronym. The reason I'm saying acronym is because we are going to start putting brand out there. And when you see that it's not any kind of greenery related, even though you can put it that way, and it's more so geared to our mindset, then everything becomes clear. So, Napster P, catching a vibe like this with Wrestle Talk TV, Sports Jedi, this Jack Cartwheel interview. Guess what, man? We turned up.
Oh, yeah,
we went savage mode, right? So watch. S for smoke, but S for savage. We went savage mode, right? That's SM. All right. So we went into savage mode. But I guess we could say smoke sessions, or smoke stands for savage mode once kings elevate, which means once we elevate our game and what you're seeing right now in the flesh, savage mode. It was a collective. So shout out again to everybody at Sports Jedi. Shout out to Haas, Kev, and again, Chris, for allowing us to even be a part of that experience with Mr. Cartwheel. Before you get into it now, look, savage mode once kings elevate. When you elevate us into another level and another stratosphere, we go in savage mode. We got a message, but we'll save that towards the end for all of our naysayers and doubters. What's up, Peasy? Peasy. Oh, here we go.
Oh man. First off,
shout out to TGH TV. Look, TGH Chris right there. Off the run. Time for y'all. Look, man, they had the AEW post-show reaction. Be sure to tap in. Check the replay. Because I promise you, them boys is a vibe with the capital V. Go ahead and continue.
The realist. But yeah, no, so first of all, it was great talking to Jack. Just learning basically, how he just became Jack Cartwheel, the struggles that he had to go through, but also how I love how he said how he keeps a positive vibe. And the thing that he always says is like, if I can get anyone to smile, whether it's a cartwheel after cartwheel, then he's happy. Just like how he just got really quick comfortable when we were asking questions about the how he would work as a gymnastic, work trampoline, how that also helped him.
I didn't want to cut in and interrupt your cooking because I get it. I know he was, he like I said, gracious enough to let you know, oh, I didn't necessarily work. But I think when we kind of sent some of the information just quickly, it was that he trained in a store, in a storage unit. But hey, man, at the end of the day, look what you found out. He worked at where? Chipotle.
Yeah.
At a trampoline park. Go ahead, man. Continue to cook on that. You good.
Now, and he was just flat out, real with us. He was like, yeah. So, he took all the experience from the trampoline. He took all the experience. Even when he was working at Chipotle, he was thinking nonstop about the next move, and how he just basically mastered his cartwheel to perfection to, where we see it right now. But what I also loved is that, I asked him, like, when it comes to facing guys that are bigger than him or guys that are smaller than him, and I love how he said that he constantly studies and he constantly researches. And anytime he's a guy that likes to soak up any knowledge. And that's something that's very rare in today, because a lot of young people, when they go and they finally get that big break, they don't want to really look at the film. They don't really want to, see much of the thing. Their focus is basically just promo and wrestling, but he's doing all three, literally.
Yeah. We back. It's not the doubles anymore. You'll get what I'm saying. Trust me when you see it. We back. Oh, let's shout them numbers up, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. Go ahead and keep cooking, man. Go ahead, Pete.
No. So basically, it was really cool to see, because that's rare for guys because we hear it all the time. I mean, and some of these vets, they talk about it. It's like, wow, like a lot of people don't want to stay back. They don't want to watch film. They don't want to research opponents. This is what
squad, man. Shout out to the squad. DWE TV podcast. Be sure to follow DWE Television. Look, man, they out there on the grind too.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
No, and like that's another thing. It's just like and then just hearing how his recovery is going really well. He knows that he's got many more goals, and the fact that he got personal with us when he was like, oh yeah, when he got told he was gonna be a full-fledged member of AAA, how this man has a picture of himself crying, so happy that he has it saved, that he told us he's not gonna show anyone ever, because it's only for him and anyone that's close to him, so he can remember that moment, because it's a moment that he'll never forget. And his goal, I love how he said his goal is not to get to another promotion, because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to get to this promotion. His goal is to literally build a foundation with AAA, win as many titles, and just go absolutely crazy.
What it do, Monk? What it do, baby?
Yes, sir. What it do?
What it do, man? Hope you're doing well as well. I know you're excited about this front runner of Giannis. We'll talk about that later. Continue. I don't want to derail you, Neff. Keep cooking.
But come on, we both know that's not happening. Well,
we never know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
But here's the thing, right? Like, that's something that was just special. He wants to build a foundation in AAA, and I love how we asked him, hey, about the heel work. He was like, when the time is right, I love how he said he'll probably punch somebody and then do a cartwheel like that. I told him that's gonna be like a meme or a gif, because that's gonna be hilarious when he does it. So
and again, find out tomorrow. We're gonna give you bits and pieces, but not enough to where you're like, oh, okay. But has he already taken a shot or two with his boss, WWE Hall of Famer? You know him as the Phenom, the Undertaker, the Dead Man. Oh, whoa, hold on.
Oh man,
Becoming Soldier. I'm ready. Hey, hope you're doing well though, Monk. Hope you're doing well, man. Prayers up to you on a speedy recovery. I know any kind of surgery is just an inconvenience in general, man. But hopefully you're doing well. And we are going to talk about that. It won't take too long either. Look, just a heads up, Nap and Heat fans, whoever are watching. I'll tell y'all why there's a very, very nice glimmer of hope And that's because although it seems like the front office is trying to close their window on that, it seems like Adam Silver can't help himself but trying to force that window to stay open, even if it's just the slightest. Narratives, we're going to get into that. All right. So P, he did, did he? We're not going to talk about that now, but hey, they'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did he finally get his Jack Daniel shots with the dead man, with the Phenom? Did he actually give words of advice, and did he share that with us, what the Undertaker did? Did he keep that to heart? You're going to find out tomorrow. Again, be sure to tap in to Sports Jedi Network as far as YouTube is concerned, X is concerned. I mean, damn, they everywhere. TikTok, IG, Kick. I know I'm missing some.
Speaker?
Oh, that's audio. Speakers there. Apple, Spotify, iHeart. It's all there. All of it. All of it's there. Well, not now. That episode's not there now. But
it'll be there soon.
Look. X stopped glitching. Thank you, Elon. Thank you, Nikita. We appreciate you boys for real for fixing it. Now it's so much look. There's only so many narratives that you can put behind a player before it becomes real.
Experience, bro. I know Miami. This is their guy. They've been holding on for a while.
And another interesting part about that is, again, when Adam Silver is on your side, he was trying to get the Spurs and the Hawks to play ball. It didn't work out. They even tried to get the Hornets to play ball because they even went out for LaMelo. But again, when you get Adam Silver in the behind the scenes board on your side. But again, Jack Cartwheel, man. I mean, throughout,
real one. He's a real one.
Consummate professional. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, and I know a lot of people on this internet are so miserable that they give superstars shit for smiling on TV. You're just a fed bootlegger. Oh, did you date? Little jokes like that aside. But when it comes to Mr. Jack Cartwheel, that smile is real. The moments that he's basking in, it's all genuine. How did he find out he was no longer under the WWE ID program? You'll have to tune in.
Yes, sir.
Later on today when the episode is released. So, what I say is, just know that nephew could cook. He and he can tug at your heartstrings just by telling his truth. Monk, that's real. That's real. And I'm gonna bring. You know what? I was gonna wait to the end, but just depending on our vibe, I don't know how it's gonna resonate. So while we're about to be 20 minutes in with 700, and again, mind y'all, we're only on 3 platforms right now: Nap Gods, Sports Jedi, myself. That's it. So let me turn this music off. So what started as an opportunity to have a conversation with someone who's not only polarizing on X, but is creating his own notoriety. What up, Nick? Shout out to you, man. To the incident that I spoke for us, did not want to condemn. Shout out OG Jimmy. Because at the end of the day, again, I lost some folks. The smoke sessions had it seemed like yesterday's paper, yesterday's news. And if you sat there and asked yourself, would the smoke sessions even be alive or even be existing at this point after the debacle of a body slam exit? Would the smoke sessions and the chemistry lab still exist if DWE TV and Sports Jedi Network never took a chance on us? People have asked and people want to know. Would the smoke sessions and the chemistry lab still be around if you didn't get the opportunities presented to you by DWE Television and Sports Jedi Network? In the words of Kanye, I guess we'll never know.
Okay, we were both thinking the same idea. That's good.
I guess we'll never know. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. I want to make sure I put that in there right now, just in case. Somebody said, I unfollowed you because you didn't condemn the actions. I said, well, shit. 15 years of loyalty, I ain't condemning a motherfucker. And because of the loyalty and sticking to the hustle and the grind and two great movements and brands taking a chance on us, love that when genuine people get rewarded. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plays into everything, man. I guess we'll never know. Anyway, what a fucking episode again. I'm not gonna go into this. I'm not gonna.
It was a fun episode. I was genuinely very tuned in and everything.
So again, later on today, and again, shout out to, I think it was exposing the IWC, along with of course Wrestle Talk TV. Shout out to y'all again. I mean, y'all have no idea. Again, we spoke about this with Kev and Chris behind the scenes in regards to, look, y'all, we got the little ice cream scoops too. You know what I mean? We just have to move in silence with it. And we damn sure ain't using sources say. I only used that one instance, and that was with De'Aaron Fox. Only one. But I did say, and be sure to mention, a source close to, Clutch Sports. Anywho, man, Nap, I can't wait for that episode to come out. The thumbnail, man, you see that? Look, man, the first thing that Dex said is, "Oh man, that image is busy." Hell yeah, you see it all plugged up, man.
Yeah.
All right, so while we're sticking with wrestling, let's get into this Kaiser news. And what we want to say to that is, if you know, you know. If you've been through the ringer one time or a couple times, you know what it is. It ain't nothing to a G. Keep your head up. It ain't nothing to a boss, man. You got this. Keep holding it down, man. Ain't no way I'm gonna say anything and start being a little nosy Nancy and condemn his actions. If we have
basically, we don't care. It's none of our business. We're just gonna let someone else handle that. Handle that business. So,
and yep. Look, man.
Because that's not our cup of tea. We're we're not into reporting on that stuff. We want to report things that actually, like is on the positive or the crazy. But this this is meant to be
Because
reported
we
by
ain't leaving
other
right
reporters.
now. We own a positive vibe. Listen, man. I guess before we break down the rest of, especially the Saturday night main event, we got to get into that and NXT. But Nap, I think we got to preach on something, man, just a little bit.
Give me positive, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna preach for about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna definitely get to what, some NBA talk, of course. But look. If you're a creator, podcaster, and you feel like the only way to remain consistent is you have to put on nonstop content, listen, I know people say it's quality over quantity. You can throw out the quantity. You just got to make sure you back it up with that quality. If you ever ask yourself, how come our interviews or this can't hit, major wrestling accounts? Look, man, even if you don't have to have a penny to invest in your brand, but it's okay to reach out and ask for help. I promise you. Once we realize that as long as you got a family that's ready to push you, and you got a family that's allowing you to be you, that's all you need. That's all you need. And we got that. Right here. Sports Jedi and DWE TV. I encourage you, follow them. Because it's the ones that are scratching and clawing and are trying to grind. Those are the ones you got to worry about. The ones that, once you taste this kind of viral success, P, I've had over 55 million on my old account that got clapped up. Yeah, we're going to talk about Giannis. Just give me about another. Look, we're going to get a couple subjects in, but look.
How about this? Let's get this to 1,000. We'll talk about Giannis. There we go.
Look, okay. Better yet, let's do this right now because we starting you off. Share the streams. Go to Nas page. Go to the Sports Jedi. Hey, yo, Miami or anybody from DW watching, we got to get back with you because the new StreamYard here, we got to get with you on that. Let's get Nap God even to, at least right now at the moment, 200. I mean, damn, we get 200, we'll start talking about it. Okay, we'll get to wrestling in a little bit. So remember, people, if you want to link up with a crew, it doesn't monk like yourself. If you're a gamer, you just want a team, a brand that not only invest in one another, just like they do themselves, but they push and support one another. Come on through. We support all aspects. Nap's about to start a virtual reality stream where he builds a mall. And then there's going to be levels to the mall. First side of the level, he said, I'm going to make it where he's going to see wrestling as soon as you walk in. And he's going to have people like, well, not Jack Cartwheel himself, but people jumping off the second floor into the ring. It's going to be crazy. And Monk, we got you again. We got you. Trust, we do. Intro and all. You just give us a concept as far as the video is concerned. We got your intro video, outro. It ain't nothing but a thing. But no, honestly, all right. Nap, you're about to get there. We'll do it. 200. You're at 165. 980. Can we get to 1,000? Look, man. Okay, we're gonna get into the Spurs too. Spurs losing. Okay, I knew it, man. I should have fucking stayed with the Spurs. I was gonna stay with the Spurs losing game 2, and I said, nah. I like how my man's living dangerously. I can't be. Nah, they gonna win. Like, and bro,
refs let them play the way they.
They said Tony Brothers. They said Tony Brothers only cares about calling foes and calling fouls and calling hoes.
Bro, that's all it is.
There he is. Look, man. Taliban says
What's good, Nap? Sorry, what's good, Tyler?
Yo, this man just said, this man Nap just says, hey, what up, Nap? He told himself, what up?
What's good, Tyler Bands? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, they definitely got. I don't look.
He just yelled at him.
I didn't like the play. I didn't like the style of play. We hit 1,000. Let's just talk about it. All right, man. All right. Look, y'all. Only because it's for Heat fans, man. Heat Nation. Only why? Because we know y'all are rocking with us. You know, like
pretty good. Hope you're doing well as well.
Oh, we doing great, Tyler, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Let's talk about it. All right, man. Does the NBA, more so Adam Silver, want Giannis in Miami? Yes. Yes, he does. That's at least a major pro y'all got going for y'all. Again, it didn't work out again with the whole Trae Young situation as far as with San Antonio. So they pushed for someone else. Maybe some execs out there. Hold on, give me one moment.
So I was also at this that does Giannis want to be in Miami? Yes, but as we said, it takes two to tango, and you know the Bucks are going to look at all their offers. They're going to look at all their offers, and it's going to come down to what they feel is the best offer.
I'll tell you what you need to worry about.
The Celtics.
Absolutely.
The Blazers.
Just really the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what.
Because if they're going to shift to anybody, and obviously to make the money work, Jaylen Brown, a deal centered around Jaylen Brown, that would.
It's gonna take. It's going to be a 3-team deal because if Jaylen Brown doesn't want to go to Milwaukee, Milwaukee's going to try to get the most from Jaylen Brown.
They want, look, and I don't mean to cut you off now.
No, you're
just
good.
So y'all know, Adam Silver in the league wants Giannis in Miami. That's facts. He wants more competition for teams against the Celtics. So like y'all said, who said it right now? Oh, casual Heat fan. I don't know about you guys, but after watching Cavs versus Knicks, it reminded me of how shit the East is. You see, and it's not as entertaining as you hope. And then now, you know, you got Trae Young moving to Washington. You know what I'm saying? It could that make noise? Yeah, but the thing is, it's Washington. They got a lot of shit to wipe off in order to really, like, I mean, dude, they have a lot of bad taste to get out of their mouth. And just mind you, if we say, again, I know people say ayo and pause. We just want y'all to know something. If you hear us say this following disclaimer, if you hear us saying this, we are very, very, without a shadow of a doubt, we are very heterosexual men. But I promise you, Adam Silver is savoring the taste of Giannis playing alongside Bam. Viva la Bam Adebayo. what's crazy. It's just, again, I'm not saying y'all don't have a lot of confidence in y'all front office, man. I know y'all don't. As fans, I'm saying as fans, y'all don't. But dude, it really comes down to, oh my gosh, it's gonna be tough, man. They don't want him out west. They already got. They know what they have out west. Would they mind? Of course, Timberwolves. But come on, dude, the Timberwolves. If it don't matter how many conversations they had, unless the Bucks are willing to just take ass, I don't see that happening one bit. Like, man, Boston or Miami. But the great news is he wants Miami, and the league wants Miami. And a third team overpays. Thank goodness that was, even when the Spurs did make that call on Jaylen Brown. Oh my gosh. I'm glad they didn't, because oh boy. And I agree with you, Monk. You know, let's throw through these comments. He said, look at this. The Celtics wants to play with the Jays Miami package. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There's just no other way. There's no other way to throw that out there.
That's why I'm not like, I'm telling people, like, you know, like, relax when it comes to we're gonna get Giannis and Heat, a lot of things. But let me tell you right now, we could definitely be getting used by the Bucks to get Jaylen Brown and more out of the Celtics. That is a huge possibility as well, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Giannis is gonna go team up with someone that's going to be really good. So that's why I'm not saying that Giannis is coming. I'm also not saying that, you know, it's all hope is lost. But what I am going to say is that just be mindful, keep the temptations very low until we get more and more closer to the draft, because it will be telling. It will be very telling. If we start hearing Boston's movement, that's when we should start going, all right. And that's when, honestly, the Heat should start pivoting, because if they hear Boston movement, you know, I think it's going to come down to whichever team gives up the third team gives up whoever. But do I see Jaylen Brown in Milwaukee? Probably not. I see him getting flipped to a third team that gives up more for him, so they can combine the Giannis package and the Brown package and get a bunch of picks and probably maybe a young rising player. So that's why I'm not saying that.
You know, we'll get to all that. But it's my bad for coming in. Look, yes. Again, I'm confident as well. How do we build around this? Before we get to Monks and casual Heat fans, these last two, this one right here. How do we build around Bam and Giannis after we fry all our assets? Because now you're the Heat fan. I'll be the one to speak from the outside looking in, but I want you to kind of start off where either speaking for the Heat Nation majority, or what are they saying? You know what?
All right, so that package that we keep saying, I don't think it's going to be that package. I think they're going to take one of Pelly, Haka, maybe both, because, you know, Miami's desperate right now. They're desperate. So, and right now, you know, the Bucks are kind of like in the Blazer situation where they're going like, we know you want him. We know he wants you. That doesn't mean that you're going to get him. And basically, you know, the Celtics are Milwaukee in this situation,
right?
Because you know, there's a guy that Giannis wants to play with in Tatum, just like there is a guy that Dame wanted to play in Giannis, and the Celtics know that, and the Celtics are like, they're trying to figure out how they can make this trade package go, because at the moment, when, you know, without Jaylen Brown being involved, we have a better package than the Celtics. So the Celtics are going like, wait a minute, we need to not only throw in Jaylen Brown, but we know if Jaylen Brown doesn't want to go to Milwaukee, we have to find another team that's going to take Jaylen Brown, that's going to give us those assets that we can send to Milwaukee. We get Giannis. But when it comes to the Heat, it's going to come down to how much they give up. But like I've been telling people, if they get Giannis, it's not going to be, first of all, Giannis is immediately going to have to sign an extension with them. Like, he can't go in through, which I think he's going to do it. But another thing is, you'll probably get 1-year contracts because they're probably not going to, they're definitely not going to go heavy and sign multi-year contracts because they know with Bam and Giannis, they're going to be close to second apron after all if they do that. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to flip some guys, other guys. The Jovic contract, that's gone. It's going to suck if we have to use a pick to get off that Jovic contract, but it is what it is. So when I look about it, is 2027's free agency more so there when it comes to basically signing guys. Now, could they say, hey, Norman Powell, come back to a 2-year contract. You'll have a player option, 2027. There you go. Could they, depending on who they trade between Pelly or Hawkins, or if they get both of them, do they say, Andrew Wiggins, just play on that 1-year deal, you're good. Davion Mitchell, you have 1-year deal. So, and then towards the end, we're looking at undrafted guys. So they're going into the undrafted pool. Maybe we'll go into the back end of free agency. They'll pick up somebody like a KCP or someone very, very cheap that gets bought out. So that's how I look at year one.
And again, the only part I think you're missing to this puzzle as well, I think you're right as in regards to combination players. I do feel like the Bucks are going to have to be sending a little bit more out. And not saying necessarily for the Heat, but if Giannis is gone, if Giannis is gone, it's almost certain if they got a buyer, Miles Turner is gone too.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, I'm not saying all of these trades are being intertwined, but I do know for a fact, let's say it's with the Heat that goes down. I would not be surprised if there's other players from other teams coming back to Miami that they're on young contracts. They're, whether they're young players, and I get it. The first thing people want to look at, not just Heat fans, I'm saying anybody. The first thing people want to look at is, what kind of offense or defense do they bring to the table? Are they this? But what people really need to look at, or what these front offices look at, is, are they playing up to their value? If I'm paying $6 million a year for 3 years I'm gonna just give a random name and it doesn't matter, right? Walter Frazier, I'm just giving an old name, right? 18 million, 6 years, right? $6 million a year, but that dude is hooping 18 and 6 a game. Meanwhile, I got, let's just say Norman Powell, right? 20 something million, 30 million, but he's dropping 12, 13, and I'm saying 2 boards and maybe 2 assists. That, now you're telling me Walt is playing up to his value of his contract. That's what I think Miami does truly perfect in, is not only finding these young rooks through the draft that they can build with, and a lot of them do tend to stay, with Heat culture or, with the Heat. But I also feel like,
I hate that word. Oh my God.
I also feel like the value contracts that y'all bring back, because right now everybody looked at Andrew Wiggins' contract while he was in Golden State as a horrendous contract. Now it's one of the most valuable contracts that you can put out there, whether it's on the market or just keeping him and retaining him. Continuing, I'll get to that next comment there too.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I think the third team is going to be someone that the Heat are very familiar with, because that's how they roll. They usually go with familiarity. They don't go with surprises. I think it could be the Pistons.
Oh,
that's what I think could happen. I think that's where Tyler Hero goes to the Pistons. The Pistons need to shed salary. There's no hiding it anymore. That team is desperate to shed salary, but they also want, a guy that can keep them afloat. Tyler Hero next to Cade actually fits. Miami needs a backup big, and there's beef stew right over there, backup big, and then they're definitely going to ask for Holland. I don't see no way, shape, or form that Miami doesn't go and say, oh yeah, we're just going to take beef stew. No, they're going to ask for Ron Holland. So that dude, maybe they keep a pick from there. Maybe, I don't know, but I doubt it. It probably goes to Milwaukee too. But that's where I think those players come to K Dot. You made an excellent point because I forgot Miles Turner is talking too much, and he's going to be probably out that door very soon as well. Mm-hmm. So let's say Miles Turner, they find a team that that needs a stretch big. So they find that team. Some of those players probably get sent over. Does Miami try to work a sign-in trade situation with Bobby Portis because they do like Bobby Portis, or do they wait and they try to use the MLE on Bobby Portis?
I think that's a guy. Now, when it comes to him, see what you're doing, bro. You see what you started with these fucking names. I'm like, he's not gonna mention him. Oh, he fucking mentioned him. So the Spurs. It doesn't matter when it comes. They're in the Western Conference Finals right now. It is what it is. They're not worried about that. But come the offseason, Bobby Portis is going to be a topic of discussion, all pun intended, with the San Antonio Spurs, and that again shouldn't take much as well to happen, just because the money will work easily. But now, that would be more than likely your only competition when it comes to services for Bobby Portis. Just because, look, if Portis was on this team right now, Barnes, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be here, but Barnes wouldn't be playing at all. And I think they're missing a Bobby Portis type to get toughness out. Look at the rebound. We couldn't get, even my girl who was, on TikTok said, man, y'all need to get a fucking rebound. Y'all can't on social media, but can already just see, like, man, y'all got to get a fucking rebound. But, okay, Giannis. Let's go back to this. Look, comes down to what he's been wanting Miami. But, again, KD wanted San Antonio.
Yeah. And
it's just about, and again, it's not about Giannis. Are the Bucks going to do right by Giannis? That's the thing. Are they willing to do right? Or are they going to just, no, we're going to take the better offer. We'll take whatever and then, still keep them in the East. The last thing they would want
is to get a terrible trade package for them.
Or to keep them in the East.
Yeah.
But if there's the overwhelming offers are clear when it comes to who he prefers, and that's the Celtics and the Heat, and I'm not saying in that order, I'm just saying in general, then it really shuts out a lot of teams. With the whole Ant thing work and everything, absolutely. But in my opinion, after Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, I think if the Bucks are rebuilding, that's not the route you go.
I think Julius, maybe not Julius, but I think Rudy stays because there's.
How do you make that money? You see what I'm saying? Like, how would you even make that? That's like next to impossible. Like, it in my opinion, like that's another worse situation. Like, how are you gonna build around that team?
Well, first of all, they're gonna have to give up Jaden McDaniels, and they're gonna have to give up all those good young players because this is why like I think kind of like I'm glad that being on this side because a lot of people think that they can get these guys without giving up like their second or third best players. That's not happening. Okay, like you're giving up Jaden McDaniels. They're not going to be like, oh man, we're going to take Rudy Gobert and we're going to take Julius Randle. No, they're going to say, give me your top wing defender right there, the Scottie Pippen to your Michael Jordan, and give me this young guy. Give me your really good young center that you guys are developing. Give me Terrence. Give me all the picks you have left. I want them all unprotected because I know in a few years, Giannis is going to be old, and Ant is probably going to be older, and he's going to probably be looking to go out that door. So that's how the Bucks are looking at the Wolves. And for people being like, oh well, that they don't have to give Jaden McDaniel. No, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They're gonna want him.
So I sent you a message about the news if you want to take a look at that real quick.
Okay.
So the next one here, thing is, you guys aren't saying this. How interested? No, honestly, casual Heat fan, if you are still here, look, he I don't recall him at all ever saying Boston. We can say it right now with confidence is that he prefers, just like we said it before, he prefers Miami. It's just, again, maybe they're going the Spurs route as far as timing is concerned. Wait for the value to drop a little lower. That's the risk you take because, again, there might be somebody willing to overbid. But,
okay, you have to also worry about Utah though, because Utah would want Jaylen Brown.
There's another one. See, so I mean, it says if Utah gets there, I mean, look, if Miami has this locked in the bag,
Danny helping his protege get another guy. I mean,
yeah, I don't think as much as it would seem cool, I don't think that's a route that he's even going to consider. Boston will call, but that won't be one of his preferred. It stays Miami, New York. And then Portland's a third, distant only because of the love that he has for Dame and for Drew. But here's another interesting part about this theory, Nap. This is where I didn't want to burst the bubble a little bit, but let me take y'all behind the scenes and pull back the curtain. Heat fans, if you're here, let me tell y'all about this. These layoffs that this new owner is doing in Portland. Now, if you haven't seen anything about that, I suggest you read about it.
No, I have. He's been canceling private chefs, all that stuff. But I tell people he runs his team like the NHL.
But could it be that he's saving money because of a certain person of a you-know-who, and he needs to sign that big bag for him? Because I know his salary cap is different, but overall, if you play 2K, whether you're playing the MyGM or whatnot, you get to see the overall team finances, everything you make, after everything you pay, things of that nature. You see your net profit. And are they doing this because they know that a certain freak is coming potentially, or they have an opportunity? So they need to make sure operating income is going to be, and I know it doesn't have nothing to do with the salary cap. I know that, but
I mean,
if their money's going to be tied up in this team, they're going to have to make sure that they maximize.
They have the best trade package because they can get back their future, which they need. They can also add in with Sharp and all those other young guys. Pat Riley in the front office. This is what they good at, getting stars in the building and build around them. That was never a question.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like giving yourself a woosah, like calm down. I saw Pat Riley in the front. Look, I agree a little bit. I get it. He's doing it the old school. He's just doing it. Look, man, they got their old school mentality, man. That's basically what it is. But do you agree, or what do you feel? This Pat Riley in the front office, this is what they're good at: getting stars in the building and building around them. That was never questioned. You can be honest, man.
Well, he used to be that. They didn't do that with Jimmy Butler, and they're still not doing it with Bam. So, or with Bam and Tyler Hero, So I wouldn't say they're good anymore at that. There's a lot of question marks. There's been too many years, and these guys are still living off a high of over 20. No, 10 plus years ago. No, yeah, over 20 years ago. So, it. I just don't. I don't see that. There's a dark horse team for Giannis. No, Toronto. Toronto's no because Masai's not there anymore.
I think he went back to one of their points of, okay, but Giannis has 1 year left. Dame had multiple years on his contract.
But see, that's the thing that doesn't matter though, because with a guy of Giannis's caliber, he can still dictate. He's still a top 5 player. He can still dictate. It wasn't with Dame. Nothing against Dame, but Dame was a 10 to 11 player. So when you look at, or even around like the top 15, another top 15, top 10. But the thing that's different with this situation is that Milwaukee kind of has that pressure where he won us a championship. The Blazers didn't have that pressure with Dame because it was just Dame didn't want them anything. That's the only difference. Like in this situation. But
so on that note, though, okay, go ahead. My fault. I don't want you to.
No. But on this thing too, like if Giannis just even shows a slimmer edge to the left or edge to the right, he's gonna go to either side. Because that's how the team's operating. Because then they know, like, okay, they fulfilled their obligation to him. They got him to a team that he wanted.
Something to this effect, though. Again, it goes back into, you got to give an extension, man. It's obviously got to happen. But that's almost certainly like Norman Powell's got to go, right? Because there ain't no way you're going to pay him that money. Unless he's willing to take a reasonable salary.
I think if Tyler is gone, Norm, definitely they're going to try to keep Norm. Because they won't have a draft pick to replace.
So then that means Wiggins got to be gone too, right?
Because I think they're going to try to keep him too. That's what I'm saying. That's like, that's what I mean, K-Dot, that they don't have a direction. Your direction is basically trying to keep, Norm and trying to keep Wiggins. You got to decide who to keep. And when it comes to defense, Wiggins is obviously the player that you keep over Norm. Wiggins is a little bit more younger, and he's healthier than Norm. And when you're looking at it, I think the safer thing, what's going on with D. Mitch, he's gonna stay. He's likely gonna stay. Unless something crazy happens, he's not turning down that extension. And the Cavs have no reason you keeping Wiggins. Oh well, I'm keeping him. The only guy I would trade Wiggins for is Kawhi. That's the only guy I would trade Wiggins for.
My God, man.
What? What, picks? Obviously picks would be involved. I'm just saying, like.
No, but you really think that they would accept a trade like that?
With picks, yeah. Not alone, no. You keeping Wiggs, LOL.
That's okay. So Wiggs stays, and it's Giannis and Bam, Norman Powell, and what is it? I'm safe to assume
Davion.
Yeah, because obviously they won't start Jaquez for some reason.
Yeah, I think that's the lineup. There you go.
That's the death lineup, huh?
I'm not gonna lie though. That lineup is not that good. Like it's okay, but it's you gotta hope and pray that those but well basically it clicks. Otherwise, it's just clunk.
You mean it's just Professor Clump?
Yeah, basically. Like one shooter. Wiggs is not really a shooter like that, but he can hit him. But obviously, when he's off, he's really off. And then
damn,
Mitchell takes his sweet time to decide. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna score. I mean, he's basically the 28-year-old version of Kyle Lowry when he was 36 years old. So, hey, I'm just calling it how it is, man. Like,
man,
that man takes his sweet time to score. Like,
bring Dunk back home. Oh, shouldn't have done
I don't
that.
think they do that with that contract. I think they.
Think it's an awful contract?
No, but I don't think so. But for Miami, I don't think they do that because that was the contract that he wanted, and they were saying no, that they weren't going to give him.
But man, I think, man, I want to think about that one. Oh, look.
Yeah, there's no way that they don't have Holland in there, bro. They're gonna ask for Holland, because that's one thing Spo likes. He likes wings.
All right, okay, for a draft capital. Uh-oh.
On Miami, I want Bobby as well.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Are y'all trading Giannis? He said, throw in Bobby Portis while you're at it, man. You're giving us Giannis, just throwing Bobby Portis while you're at it.
Bro, K-Dot, there is some way I can get Ja Morant on this team, though. That's
in my opinion, in my honest, wholehearted opinion. Again, in my opinion.
Holland playing the 5 will piss me off. Oh, you already know. It's going to be Justice Winslow again.
And maybe the Heat understand that Ja Morant's on the table, not and Giannis. It's just you got a safe bet. Do we take a chance on now bringing another very much needed point guard? And dare I say, I'm not going to say a lot of money to spend, but a little bit more money to play around with compared to with Giannis. Even if it ain't much.
Bro, I just want them to not trade pick 13 because I want pick 13 to be Carr. Like,
I don't think in this situation you would have to give up the 13th pick if you went and got Ja Morant. That's just my opinion. The same way the Spurs were able to, I'm not saying y'all to get a first round pick, but the way the Spurs were able to finesse the Kings off Fox, that one right there is just an easy because he wants Miami.
He said, bro, Ja is dog shit and a loser.
Oh my God, we got so many. Look, he said, I like Bobby Portis. Oh, y'all got the consent. I'm not saying y'all get him. It's obviously if it's Giannis. I don't think Bobby.
Bro, I think my StreamYard is messing up because I can't see the comment.
There's so many. Yeah, you might have to scroll down if you could, but if not, no worries. Let me.
Like I'm reading them on X, but I can't.
Oh, they say they will, but we'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I like that.
First one of mine there, made there, but on Viz. See, that's the thing. Again, I think this is what the only bad part of the game is. This runaround of a story y'all are going to go through again. And look,
no, sorry to cut you off, but the real bad thing is that if you're all in on this, right, doesn't happen. you're gonna have a lot of players coming back pissed off, going like, "Oh, my name was there." Okay, and agents are gonna be called. You listen. We talked to those guys, K. Dot, and they tell us the same way. It's a different feel when you are in trade talks, and it's a different feel when you don't get traded to the team you were in trade talks to.
Gonna say it again. Gonna say it one more again for the people in the back. Nah, look, we already explained the route. Again, it's not gonna happen that way. But we even explained the route a few months back. Is man, there is even a way that you can land Ja and Giannis in a three-team swing like that. There is, but if you want, again, it doesn't hurt to swing for the fence again. But just in case, because mind you, just remember, you don't want to be the team that Ja Morant got away, and he just goes to Orlando instead. That would be a fucking nightmare. And then to not even end up with Giannis.
Bam, you gotta act out, bro. After that, you gotta act out. You gotta tell Rich Paul to be your agent.
Yeah, you already mentioned that. See, we're going through the comments, y'all. My fault. We're getting. They always say we're
Yeah,
waiting on
there's I gotta hold on. Let me go.
He said, no wonder. Look, Tyler gone. Norm stays. Wig stays. What's going on with D Mitch? Yeah, he's gonna stay for sure. Kenny Atkinson. I mean, damn, that's gonna be tough for him. You keep
Hell no, Kenny Atkinson's out of there, bro. Kenny Atkinson's so out of there.
Miami, let's go through here. Me personally, get Kawhi and keep. See, telling you, man, there's some cooking going around. You rather just have it balanced out, you know. So, and then we compare the team, that's because they want. But yep, that's how it works, though. That's how it works. That's how it works, just like that. You got to build.
Okay, now I see. You know, I was wondering if Stars might actually stay in the West with how OP the Spurs are. Holland playing the 5. Yeah, it's just a Winslow again.
And there you go. Yep. Look, here's this one. You got it. Go ahead.
Josh should have been on the team this all. Yes,
Agreed.
He should have.
Agreed. Look, I was telling Nap when.
I don't believe that, bro.
It wasn't Ja Morant. Oh, Trae Young. I was telling Nap, I was giving him the hint without giving him the hint. I was like, look, man, if you're Miami and you have 2 point guards and one of them wants to come here, is it Trae Young or you want Ja Morant?
What
you said
Ja Morant.
Trae Young. You said Trae Young.
Well, when it came to the passing.
Yes, but you said Trae Young. And then right then and there, I said, because I hope you would have said Ja Morant, because that's the man that wants to come play for Miami.
Right, because I didn't get the hint.
Said, yeah, and then that's when he said, oh, for real? And then you went through the whole, you know, his defense. He is a playmaker. You know, his downhill speed is crazy.
Look, I just basically said I'm a huge Ja Morant fan. Okay, I like Ja Morant. That's a simple thing. I like Ja Morant. It's a difference for but I like him as a player. I don't care that he had all those crazy things because he's changed. What changes you? Hold on. What chances you give a Bam Giannis Edward big three? Yeah, I don't see that happening.
That's the right there.
Yes,
look, man,
I agree with
Ja
that.
Morant. Ja's potential is higher than me right now, and I'm probably gonna roll some more after this once we're done with the show. But it's higher than me right now. We're almost getting where we need to be at, halfway point. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in with us so far. This, of course, is the Smoke Sessions podcast.
John and Giannis
are the Kemistry Lab. You see it right there to the top left. Powered by DWE Television to the bottom right, and then once that comment rolls off, you'll see. Powered also by Sports Jedi Network to the bottom left, right there, dog. Yes, sir. Right there. Again, man.
Like, I mean, Ja is not a winning player. I'd rather have old ass Kyrie than Ja Morant. Yeah, they're not gonna go for Kyrie. Ownership doesn't like him.
I think the only reason Ja has not succeeded is because of the system and the culture. I think if you throw him into a structured environment like Miami's, dude would fucking excel. Because he'd have no choice. He'd have no choice because they won't put up with that shit.
Exactly. And everybody in the league knows if you can't make it in Miami or San Antonio, you're gone. They won't touch you afterwards.
I told Nat, and I don't know if it was earlier today. I don't know what it was, but I said, y'all have a great history of building like unknown talent through the draft, or not even that, but like getting those lucky picks like a Khalil Ware to fall. And man, so you want to see, you don't want to, especially because he's very affordable right now, especially on his rookie extension. You don't want to let him go. If Miles Turner's gone, Khalil Ware's the starting center for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he'll welcome that shit because he gets to be the man, and he knows that, man, if Bam's not around, I can. I'm out here dropping 30 and 20 and shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's fucking insane.
For those that talk about Khalil Ware, the San Antonio Spurs wanted him. All right.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Absolutely. It was. I can't. I'm not gonna talk about that, man. Because I think right now that would have solved every fucking problem for San Antonio right now. Oh my gosh. How would you have stopped that? How the fuck would you have stopped Khalil Ware and fucking Wemby? How the fuck?
By praying. You would just pray. You would
Dude,
just.
Ain't no fucking way we're scoring in the paint. Anybody. Like, ain't no way. Like, anyway, can't talk about that wet dream. But look, yes, they would have welcomed that. Absolutely, the Spurs would have. But I my opinion again, I think you build on the point guard side. And if again, hey, the plan right now at the moment is to keep Norman Powell, then hey, you got yourself a setup of a team. And I think in this scenario, Wiggs is gone instead of Tyler. Wiggs and whatever little other pieces. But that's all it would take. That's all it would take. That's all it would take.
Then I need Norm out of here. Then I can't have Norm on my team and Tyler anymore. One of them has to go.
And I'm just saying off the rip, because again, what if the Memphis is looking to shed money and not really take on any more salary that they should? And I think it'll be a very reasonable price to start off, especially that it is low to start off with a Wiggins. And then maybe, look, again, you can pull that off. But do the fucking Miami Heat front office have the balls to fucking do it? That is the fucking problem, because they don't. And again, y'all can easily do this again, package with Wiggins and whatever, one rotational player and a pick or so, and then still have what you need to go after Giannis. Are you going to play some rookies and folks that, are going to hopefully on value contracts? Absolutely. But hey, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind seeing a three-headed monster of Bam, Giannis, and Ja Morant. Again, it can easily happen if they have the balls to do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it now.
Getting Ja Morant for almost next to nothing should easily motivate the front office to actually say, fuck it, let's give up what we need to give up to get Giannis. It didn't cost us much to get Ja. It could very well happen. But do they got the fucking balls? Even though I said I don't think they do. What are the chances? Oh, you already said that. It sounded like peanut butter. Look,
If they don't,
he said they don't even. That's funny. I didn't see that one. And yeah, Trey. Yeah, like I said, they were trying to get him somewhere. Just the price was too high for. It's crazy, man. They waited till the. That was another window that shut down, closed. Like they tried to, bully the Spurs, so that Trae Young thing fell through. It was crazy, man. I agree. Again, I know he said this. I agree. It's higher than me, and I'm on medication. Yes, dude. The only way y'all are biting this bullet and taking the hit is only because y'all got Giannis. Even though the money doesn't work with him like that, I feel like he would be the true centerpiece of any trade. He would be the one that they're really taking. And I think
coming to daddy.
There is a team that's willing to trade for Miles Turner. And I think Milwaukee might have themselves look. Ryan Rollins and Khalil Ware. Oh shit!
Is it weird that I think that like Houston is a team to watch for Miles Turner?
That's kind of no.
Honestly, they need all the shooting they can get, bro. They have no shooting.
Well, I think even then they don't really. Clint Capella, Steven Adams, out. Sengun. But what really do they have? Like, I even feel like
it's too expensive for him. I just realized his contract's bad. His contract's really bad. Does Memphis say fuck it?
Look, agree. When healthy, I noticed something when I play, and it's not even just prize picks or shit like that. I'm talking about the old school DraftKings where you got to pick the DFS lineup. Like the crew, and with Tyler. When given the opportunity, this man was getting his double doubles. You can't doubt that. You cannot doubt that this man was not getting his double doubles. You cannot doubt that for a fucking second, bro. So as we proceed, let's see. Giannis and Bam with some decent shooters and a pat. I'm just saying, do they have the fucking balls to do it, man? Say it's too expensive.
I'm looking at they can definitely get someone else, but the thing is, they definitely cannot re-sign Norm. If they do, that immediately throws them into the second apron.
Oh man, that's big facts. That's so just my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. I know it's going to be a lot of highs and lows when it comes to this Giannis talk. You're going to see a lot of shit, man. I think Ja Morant is the way to go. I really do. And I hope that that's the noise that picks up.
I'm telling people, man, they're going to Miami's gonna regret heavily if they miss out on Giannis and they don't get Ja Morant, and Ja Morant goes to a team and he starts showcasing that he has that ability still, because he does. His agent is not shy to tell people that. D-Wade said they'll strike, but I'm not going for it.
He said, I'm not falling. He goes, you had me in the first half. You know what I'm saying? I ain't falling for it.
By the way, Wade has to be frustrated too. Like, it's just not like he's saying be patient and all that, but we all know a competitor like him is saying like, damn, when are you guys gonna start doing shit? I'm like, I built this fucking organization. I got you championships. I brought you, superstars.
He might be catching up. He said, don't bring me no Kawhi, man.
That's it.
I don't know why he would, man. I
I
don't
like
know.
I like Tyler Bands. He's funny.
You said why, man? Why though? Don't bring no fucking Kawhi over here. Look, man. I don't. Obviously, he's not gonna go anywhere. LA's.
Yeah, he's staying there.
He's
He's
he's got
Cali
a couple
boy.
more years left.
LeBron is staying there too. Like there's it's where Hero, Jovic, and Pick.
Hold on a minute now, player. Let's back this up real quick. Hold on. Let's back up the Brinks truck here for a minute. Did you say LeBron is going to stay in LA? Based off of what you've been hearing, is that what you're saying? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. This man is going to have an opportunity. He's going to say, okay, Darius Garland and Kawhi Leonard. Let's just.
Yeah, basically LA.
We'll go there. Okay, right. Or should I finish where I started and take my pay cut to play alongside Donovan Mitchell, James Harden?
Oh, I better say you better not say James Harden.
Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. You're telling me he does not slide into that spot right there, the third spot? You're telling me that man does not?
Wait, K-Dot. I just that can't happen. They have to get rid of someone. The money, the second apron.
He's gonna sign for a vet minimum. He'll sign for cheap. They'll get rid of somebody. They'll trade somebody. They'll get rid of him for Sam Merrill money.
No, I mean they need to need to trade Allen or Mobley or not.
He hasn't signed no extension yet.
No, what are you talking about?
LeBron James.
No, but Kato, what you're not understanding is I'm looking at it right now. It's not possible. They have to get rid of.
I get that. I no, you're looking at it trade wise, but don't you think he's a free agent? He could sign for any amount of money. Let's say 5 million, and they sending out 11, 12 million.
They can't take money, K-Dot. That's what I'm saying. The second.
No, they're not. They're not trading a player. They're just salary dumping a player while they sign LeBron in free agency.
But that's what I'm telling you. They can't really do that either because they're in the second apron. The new apron rules. They're the only team in the second apron right now. That they'll literally.
They'll get under it. For LeBron, Rich Paul will help them get under it.
I mean, if LeBron goes to Cleveland, that's fine. But
I mean, he fits perfectly right in that third spot, regardless of who they got to give up.
If they're smart, James Harden goes bye-bye. You replace James Harden with a defensive guard, and then you bring in LeBron. Because what the hell did James Harden give you?
Hero, where I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, obviously the hero would be the reason the money works, but the
Jovic pick it. The Jovic contract's terrible. That's what's gonna cost more.
Where would be the centerpiece of it all? And they're gonna hope that he replicates, now that he'll be the starting center, be putting up, his 30 and 20 or whatever he's gonna do. Yes, but I think he stays. I would not see him leaving. Like Pac would say, man, I love LA.
Kawhi and the Pistons will be tough. Too bad Kawhi does not like cold weather.
For his knees, baby, my knees. I got the arthritis.
People wonder why he left Toronto. It's because of the cold weather.
There it is. Look, 2 years, 25, 30 million. So that's $12.5 to $15 million per year.
Oh, but that's not the vet minimum.
I mean, it's not the vet minimum, but that's LeBron minimum.
They can't offer that without getting rid of James Harden. If they offer this,
it's not 25 million per year. It's 12.5 million, either 25 to 30 million, 12.5 million per year, or 15 million per year.
Yeah, they can't offer that.
They'll dump some people. They'll salary dump some people. They'll salary dump Sam Merrill. They'll salary dump what's his name, man? Now I'm blanking out on his name. Came from Atlanta.
Oh, you're talking about the Hunter?
Oh yeah, DeAndre Hunter. Another
He's a free agent though.
There you go. Coming off the books. How much is his money?
I think it was like 17 million.
Coming off the books.
Or
dump somebody else.
Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Cat sheet. Cat sheet.
Yeah, I don't think he'll look. He's willing to take 12 and a half to $15 million.
God damn. They're almost to 200 and
All right, man.
Oh wait, no, the Donovan Mitchell thing hasn't kicked in yet. Oh no, they had to re-sign. Okay, so if they announce James Harden,
Renounce it. Wait, we're not renouncing James Harden. Remember, we're gonna keep all LeBron's doing is sliding into DeAndre Hunter's spot or Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson, the 3 spot.
oh wait, Hunter's gone. K-Dot, by the way, he's been gone. He's on the Kings. Remember?
There you go. That's right. He got traded. See, yeah, we blanking out over here. Right. Look. Yes, okay. We'll talk about that. Yes.
Okay, so the they're gonna have to get rid of either Mobley, Harden, or Allen.
What about Sam Merrill?
Sam Merrill does not make enough.
What does he make?
He only makes $9 million.
Okay, now what another player that you see that makes $6 to $10 million on the bench?
Dennis Schroeder.
Say that again.
Dennis Schroeder and Max.
How many times has he been traded? That man has been traveled more times.
He's a free agent right now.
Dennis How much Schroeder. Is he getting paid right now?
$14 million, but they're still in the second apron.
Okay, $14 million until his contract comes off the books.
Oh my God, they're still paying Ricky Rubio? That's crazy.
All right, man, let's get back. Okay, wait a minute now. Don't deter what we're talking about now. So, Sam Merrill is, you said, $9 million. And then when Schroeder comes off the books, Schroeder is how much?
Schroeder is $14 million.
That's $23 million. You signing this man for $15 million, still in the second apron regardless, but you just saved $8 million.
Oh wait, Sam Merrill is a free agent. It says type free agent, so he's gonna be a free agent.
So you're gonna clear up $23 million off the books, and you're telling me that they cannot sign Braun for $15 million?
No, because they're still in the they're still in the second apron. They're gonna have to shed more. So yeah, it's gonna have to be because look, the second there right now. So
you're shedding $23 million in salary, and you're signing.
They're $223 million over.
What's the cap though? What's the
salary cap is $166 million.
Man, put this on the screen.
Here, hold on. Where's the?
Put this on the screen so we can talk about this. But yes, there is real intel that we know. But we're gonna talk about it.
We're just messing around, but like
we're not messing around about the real intel. Whoa. We're not messing around about the intel. We're messing around as far as this is concerned. We're messing around with
yeah.
All right. Okay. So Strus, how much he got left? 16 million? How many years left?
1 year, I think.
Okay.
Also. Yeah, I think it's 1 year.
You're telling me they cannot sign LeBron, and that is 30.
They're gonna have to get rid of
40 million. 40 million you're shedding between Strus, Schroeder, and Sam Merrill. That's 40 million.
They still need to get out of the second.
Remember, they will. That'll go under 40 million. That'll get them under. Then they can go over to sign him again. LeBron. Hello.
Jared Allen, my friend. It was good knowing you.
No, we're not. No.
James Harden, my friend.
Scroll down to where the money. Go up where the money's at. Wherever the money's at for this.
Right there.
All right. So.
Yes, please. Negative 90.
Okay. Okay. Look at that. 210,000. So look at that. They're about to get under the first apron when these 3 contracts are gone, brother. They're only 210,000. Once Schroeder's gone, that puts them under. That even puts them under the first apron once he's gone. Not him.
K-Dot, let's just do a good solid. Okay. So let's get rid of this guy.
Okay. So
let's bring in LeBron and let's
I
get
think
them a real
LeBron.
defensive starting guard next to Mitch.
I think LeBron would much rather prefer to make it as easy for him too, and give it his final coming home story. You run it for 2 years, but you got Donovan Mitchell, you got James Harden, you got LeBron, you got Evan Mobley, and you got Jared Allen. That right there would work. And Rich James would make it happen. Rich Paul will make it happen. See what Rich Paul will make it happen.
But no, in serious though, I don't want James Harden back, bro.
Hey, look.
If I'm them, I'm telling James Harden, kick the bucket, bro.
If y'all ended up getting Giannis, maybe that could be a Dennis Schroeder away. So,
oh Lord, you're telling me I have to watch him and oh Lord, that would be terrible. Well, actually, no, as a backup guard, it wouldn't be that bad.
You're telling me that's not a LeBron James type team right there that he would want to run with? And look at all these, man. A lot of these cap holds are about to roll off too, brother.
Dean Wade.
Right there, yes. That one.
Randle.
Look at the cap holds, man.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
These are the cap holds for 26-27. Look at that, man. That already makes up more than 1%. Look at all that. Crazy, man. You're telling me LeBron can't come to Cleveland and you want them to get rid of Harden or Jared Allen. Brother.
Okay, Harden, just get rid of him. He's the weakest link. Get a real defensive
Why? If you're
guard.
not going to give it a shot with LeBron, he's coming home. Why wouldn't you want, look, man, you want to get this whole team around him. That's a crazy team to keep around him.
Oh, Lord, you're going to have James Harden and LeBron James and Donovan Mitchell on the same floor.
Yes.
All right. Good luck.
You got Donovan. You got Donovan or James that can run the point.
Oh, we definitely know Donovan can run the point. We know James Harden can throw away the point because he's been throwing away the ball nonstop.
I'm not a Harden defender whatsoever, but you're turning me into one right now. You're giving the impression that I'm a Harden defender, and I am not, brother. He thinks D. Mitch is gone this offseason after they got embarrassed. I mean, I don't know. That cap hit. Look at that right there. Oof.
No, they're too invested in him, and I think they're not willing to blow it up. It's gonna take like them losing a generational ass whooping for them to like think, and it's gonna have to come down to what Mitchell wants. So, but hey man, if I'm him, I'm taking my 70 to 80 million per year, and I'm saying I'm taking what's that girl's name? His fiance Coco, and saying, all right.
So look,
good luck with everything else.
They'll acquire LeBron via sign and trade.
LeBron's not going to Miami.
No, I mean I'm saying with Cleveland. They'll do a sign and trade.
But he's a LeBron to Miami with Giannis. That's not. No, I don't think that happens. It's a fun idea though, but no. I think that time has long passed.
Don't disrespect Coco.
Yeah. What do you mean disrespect? He's gonna be 70 to 80 million per year. Like him and Coco are gonna be living it up. Don't matter. Going into this could be a 5-year deal, so he's gonna be 35 when he retires, or if he still plays. But at least he's gonna be 70 to 80 million per year richer.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, I think this is the only way to do it. Hey, I'm not saying it happens, but maybe you get. Listen, LeBron's heading to Cleveland. There ain't no way he goes to Golden State.
By the way, stop. I need people to stop putting Giannis in Golden State uniforms. He doesn't want to go to Golden State.
But the only time I want to play for Golden State is well, we got audio from him. Go ahead and play that. Well,
Where is that?
The only time for Golden State when I want to play is if Steph Curry gone. This is my team. I want to run it. Well, y'all heard it there from Giannis. He was speaking to 950 the zone there.
Bro, D Mitch is not even all that. He's not even better than Brunson.
And you know, it's gonna be LeBron. Look, they set it up nicely. LeBron can just simply plug in to the lineup, and there you go.
What can he do?
Now they'll have no excuse. Now they'll have no excuse. And now when, after 2 years of trying, if he don't retire after one, then they'll blow it up.
Bro, chill. I'm praying for you, man. You're going to have a 38-year-old James Harden. Oh, Lord.
I don't like Judson like that. Damn.
I'm praying for my guy Chill, because he's gonna have to watch James Harden completely just let guys do whatever the hell they want.
Well, he's fine with that. He just wants Kenny Atkinson gone.
Oh! Did you see the drunk driver? He calls yo Chill is funny, bro. Chill is hilarious. Yeah, but basically, yeah, he wants Kenny gone.
Yeah, I was on that stage when they was crashing out yesterday, bro. The whole NY fan base was out there, man. They was out there laughing on the space. Lloyd Banks was laughing at them. You know what I'm saying? But it was entertainment, man. Shout out to Chill, chilling for real, because space was popping.
Bro, his spaces are always popping. Like one of the genuine people too.
It's
funny.
For some reason, we had more issues on the spaces than we have streaming like this. So that's exactly why, I know it wasn't asked, but that's why we're on the lives. Only off the rip of, like we said, man, this man will get kicked out. Something will happen with my thing as far as the audio.
We can't hear each other. We had the whole thing would crash, and then we had to just reboot everything from scratch. Like, oh my god, it just got to a point where we're like, you know what, that was it. That was just basically it.
For real. And as far as this, well, let's see, it's true right now. When he plays honest again to hard territory, Mitchell actually disappeared in the fourth quarter last game. They choked the 20. They just got cursed, man. They got cursed. The Danhausen curse is real.
Yeah, people need to stop thinking that's a joke. That's real. That man is real.
Harden hate watch hitting. Yo, that man right there, man. You can't see. I'm trying to pass him the little sweet right here. Look, man. He's a Hall of Fame hater right there, man. He's a Hall of Fame hater right there.
Man.
Look. When it comes to the Hall of Haters Association, this man been Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Hater of the Year, Offensive Hater in the Year, all in the same goddamn season. Man, give yourself a round of applause for that, man. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a round of applause, because this man over here been pocket hating from day one. Hey, man, no lie. You inspiring haters around the world. I check the analytics, man. We got some people tuning in from outside of the state, man. They hate watching with you.
I was hoping
the housing curse hit the Knicks. Look, man. It just.
My boy Nick had it. Not Nick. My boy, what was it? The Miz. He had it rough. He was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "There's one thing about cursing me. There's another thing about cursing one of my teams. I will end you."
All right. So let's roll some intel, because we didn't even talk wrestling like that, right? But let's talk intel. All right, man.
Who we got going? Who
So
we got going?
what the streets been saying, we keep an ear to the streets. What the streets been saying is that, again, I'm giving you my opinion, but only because of the streets. Free Omas.
Free Omar.
Don't be surprised if all the heat talk about Giannis, it leads to a Ja Morant, and y'all build around that.
Exactly. I've been hearing the same shit. That's what I've been telling people.
The streets have been telling me, although the narratives are pushing it all to Miami, and I'm not talking about Boston, and we're not going to talk about Portland, but the New York is real. A lot of these players are on cut watch, man. I'm not saying they're gonna get cut. I'm talking about if they do not. Right now, this season for them is championship or bust. So again, the street's been saying that the Miami Heat have been having more dialogue behind the scenes, and you can quote me on that.
Yeah.
About Ja Morant.
Although, Barry said, the Heat are not interested and all that, but that's
the front office, even though they don't really listen to the people or the fans as much, they're on social media and they're listening. And I don't mean that in a way like, oh, well, fuck these fans. No, I mean that in a way it's like, hey, we got to get something done. Are they going to try to make their swing for Giannis? Yes. But I won't even call it a strikeout. Again, taking too much time, trying to hunt for one big game, and you let another one slip away. When it comes to Milwaukee, they want to blow it. They want to not really blow it up, but they just want to, you know what? Fuck it. If they have to keep Kuz right now, we get it. They got to keep Kuz. But they trying to get rid of Giannis, Miles Turner, and the next domino to fall after that, because he does not want to be there, is Bobby Portis. And that, again, none of those have nothing to do with you unless you truly put everything on the table, including the number 13th pick. But are they going to do it? Just my opinion, it's going to be some money. At the end of the day, you're going to pay this man this money. Damn near everybody got to go. And your big man will be asking out if nothing gets done or if they strike out. They want Ja Morant. The players want Ja Morant. Stand on that again. The players want Ja Morant because they're thinking realistic. They want Ja Morant. I ain't dropped no nugs in a minute. You said fuck it. Heat Nation are always a vibe. Shout out to TP. Let me take that blunt back. My bad, man.
Ooh, there you go, buddy.
We almost out the door, but that's real. That is real. My thing is this. if you know you have, again, think if you know you have a player in Khalil Ware, we get it. Frustrating to see how the coaches are inconsistent when it comes to everyone being healthy with his minutes. I get it. Understandable. But they know that that's their diamond. He's not even a diamond in the rough anymore. They know that that's his crown. That's the crown jewel right there. So it comes to money. We're not even talking about Tyler. We're talking about Bam. Are y'all going to end up like the Cleveland Cavaliers off 2 players? You're going to have, like, what's going to happen? So again, the streets understand, and the streets have been saying they know what the office needs, and they need a legitimate point guard. They know how to deal with egos. They know how to, and I don't mean egos as far as, man, I'm better than everybody. As far as egos like Hardhead, Knuckleheads, PJ Tucker, the OG, Lonzo Mourning, another one, Gary Payton, another one, Hall of Famers. Even though OG, UD, another one though. They dealt with these egos of D Wade, Bosh, and LeBron. You're going to hear a lot of narratives about Miami and Giannis, and I promise you, it's going to be as legitimate as they come. It really is. But it's past the narratives already. Now you're in a situation where, again, you're in the same situation. Y'all were in the same situation at the trade deadline. Now we back at it again. Stay the course. Just shore up. If it doesn't work, look, I'm not saying y'all are. But wouldn't y'all rather have the Knicks, if somebody in the East, to break up everything or end up so financially strapped? Y'all don't want that to happen to y'all. And that's what the front office is looking at. But they do know that even walking away with a Ja Morant is considered a W for y'all, because y'all upgraded somewhere. And again, I know y'all don't want to see it.
Do we keep pick 13?
Yes. In a Ja Morant case, yes, you do. In a Giannis case, no, you don't.
Perfect. So we can get Carr and have Ja and Carr.
And you can still trade other players to shore up or to at least fit your needs. I'm just saying, of course, everybody wants to strike for Giannis. Of course. But they're going to have to understand the responsibility. Shout out to everybody, man. Look, about to hit 3K right now. Nap just hit 1K. I got the alert, man. Shout out to everybody on Sports Jedi, man. Shit. Man, we were vibing tonight. We weren't even going to be really talking too much about, we didn't get to talk about the Spurs. It's all good, though, man. We're going to continue to pull up. So
we could talk about them tomorrow.
Yeah, but Miami, again, maybe a Tyler Hero, I get it. Maybe a Wiggins, I get it. Whatever the case may be. But I don't see any kind of need to gut the roster. That's just me. And the execs and the streets are preaching the same thing. I mean, look. Hopefully that's the case again. Tyler Hero would just be the money person in there.
What people aren't also looking about this is that Anthony Edwards' two good close friends are Ja Morant, Bam. in the league. You have both of them in Miami. You don't think for a split second if things don't go right in Minnesota after they miss out on so many other names that come near free agency, he won't be like, oh, yeah, Bam's a little bit older, but he doesn't care about that because Anthony Edwards is going like, oh, that's a team that I can go to.
Right.
Create the next big three. I have my boy Ja. I have my boy Bam. Shit, we might have fucking Khalil Ware still this time. Who knows? He might be a big time player. You don't think Anthony Edwards is also looking at that? Because that's what the Wolves are afraid of. They're afraid of a team like Miami if they get Ja Morant. Because they know they're going to be in that position where it looks much more prettier than what he has. Even though, he loves Jaden McDaniels and all that stuff, you don't think for a split second Ant is not, realizing that, shit, I can't get to the finals. I need to, that's why they're desperate to come to the East, which I keep telling people the Wolves want to come to the East. They are begging the league to put them in the East because they know if they stay out West, they are going to lose the best player that they've had since Kevin Garnett.
But at the same point, you waiting.
I know.
We done waiting. At this point, it's time to deal with them. What do you say now? You willing and dealing? I mean, look.
Bro, like, come draft night, right? I'm having the Ja Morant package done. I'm selecting Carr or one of these good, guards to put next to him. I'm telling Khalil Ware, hey, bro, playtime's over, all right? No more of this, and that. Show up, do what you got to do. And, Bam's still developing, and that, well, not still developing, but you know what I mean. He's still working and all that stuff like he does. I'm improving the bench, I'm using those second round picks to get an improvement on the bench. So how can Miami placate? Listen, I keep saying that Cade's not going to leave Detroit. Okay, he's not going to leave Detroit, at least not for another 2 or 3 years, because right now they're trying that he at least is like, all right, I have stability right now.
Right.
I'm just gonna kick it. He wanted Detroit, by the way, just so everybody's aware. He wanted Detroit to draft him. This wasn't just like, oh, he got sent to Detroit. No, he loves Detroit. So this is not like a situation where he's in a situation where he hates it. No, he loves Detroit.
Yeah, so, they understand where they're at. They understand the timeline. Oh, they're good. They're gonna make some improvements too. Could this deal get done by the draft, as some have said? Nobody's asked this. I'm just saying. Of course, but that's only, again, if the Bucks are going to be picking somewhere in the lottery, whatever the case may be, top, whatever you want to say. But I just don't think the execs know what they can do and what they can swing for. And some of y'all are going to love the outcome. Some of y'all are not.
Guys, watch out for Indiana next year. Yeah, it's another team that's going to pass the Heat if they don't do anything. Like, bro, it's come to a point that, like, there's, like, I don't care what none of these Miami media guys say anymore, because there's no way in hell this team is fine. All right, there's no way Bam. I know we all say like, oh, Bam won't ask out. I'm pretty sure if they miss out on all these guys, Bam's gonna go and he's gonna be like, all right, enough of this. You got to do something, because I'm not going to be the 10th seed again. I'm not gonna get embarrassed like this again. Like, Bam's a competitor, and he deserves to be on a team that's gonna give him competition.
Right. Agree.
This is not good enough. They are completely fucking mid.
It's true. I mean, look, some of these players. Look. I know they don't run it this way, even though they should. But this is just what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, Nap, but this is what I'm looking at. But I think, fuck a play-in. I think this easily gives you a top 4 or 5 seed. But I just nabbed Ja Morant, like the execs prefer. Jesus, don't get me started on that one. Oh, you sons of bitches. Oh,
Bro, I need Harper or something back like that,
you
bro.
motherfuckers. I don't. Okay, all right. So Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, Powell, Tyler Hero, Ja Morant.
Okay, that Norman Powell thing is terrible, bro. He has to go for some. No. Well, bro, you keep forgetting about Pelly. Pelly would definitely start. They would start him
at the small forward or at the shooting guard. So you're saying you're moving Tyler Hero to the small forward?
No, Tyler Hero's probably the shooting. No, well,
because I think Wiggins is gone in this situation. I don't think it's Tyler Hero. I think in a situation like this, because the Grizz do want to maintain some kind of flexibility, and I think they don't want to walk into an extension issue and things like that with Tyler Hero. I think they would much rather prefer the Wiggins route. Hey, look at it. That right there is an easy top 4 to 5 seed right there. I don't know how y'all saying different. Y'all surrounded by shooters.
If Norm's back, Pelly won't start.
Yo,
don't ever say that shit again. Oh my
Let's say it one more again. Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, Ja Morant. Can you imagine the amount of threes that would be scored? Can you imagine
the amount of points that's going to be given up?
What?
Bro, no way someone... Wait, is this... Oh my god, this is a real thing. Carter Bryant using the public bathroom mid-game.
Man, when you gotta go, you gotta go. He said Tyler's gone. Monk still believes Tyler's gone. Man, could they just dump him to Memphis and then, unless there's a third team involved? But I would much rather prefer. Again, there is a way. There's a way y'all
They
can
got to
swing.
do something, K-Dot, because they're gonna have to pay him this season or next. Next year that's it. That's it for Tyler Hero.
I can tell you right now, though, they have had more conversations, and I'm not talking about with teams. I'm talking about they've had more conversations with Memphis side than Milwaukee's.
You want to know a fun fact, K-Dot? We're one of Memphis's close trading partners in history. They're one of the teams we've done the most trades
with Shane Battier. Who else? Because I know Shane Battier was one.
Well, don't forget the Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, Eddie Jones. We also,
it's a match made in heaven, bro.
We did Jason Williams.
Yeah, there you go. You're right. Matter of fact, he talked about that when Shaq called him. He's like, "Hey, Jay, how would you like to come play in Miami with me?" All right, I'll call Pat now. Let him know you said.
How cheap is Memphis willing to accept?
Very. His stock has dropped right now. Look, let me compare it like this. Why go to? Oh,
you want me to keep it up here?
Right. Yeah. Why go shopping in Beverly Hills when you can go find an outfit that used to cost $5,000 and now it dropped to $300 because they had a little bit of a bad rep. PR nightmare. That ain't gonna stop them from what? Even this Gucci, $300 original price $3,000 because of a PR nightmare. You're still gonna wear it. You're still gonna buy it. You still take a chance. Right now, Memphis is getting him closer and closer to the bargain bin. Like right now, he's at Walmart. Right, he's in the case He's in the display where you have the Blu-rays and things like that. And then, of course, for those, it's got to be crazy to still have those. God help bless your soul in your home. If you still got, you don't have the digital streaming life, and you have to resort to DVDs. You see the DVDs on clearance. It says like 4 DVD movies and 1 for $5. Like, he's close to that. Any more closer, and this dude would be at the Family Dollar, even though they're not really cheap anymore either. But
they really,
yes, for Wiggins, like, no. Memphis wanted to send him here. I did in regards to price, brother. I said it in regards to the price, as far as like, that's what you want to go shop for. You're going to save yourself, let's say what? Maybe the other outfit you want to buy costs $10,000. You're going to save yourself $7,700.
He's 26 years old. Okay, he's 26 years old. Come on. Like, this is getting ridiculous, man. This is getting ridiculous. You basically have a guy who's not even in his prime yet. He's not in his prime. You put him on a team that finally, like, really gives him what he needs, that structure. You put him next to Bam. You put him next to, like, a good shooter and all that stuff, or even Khalil Ware, real guys that aren't just gonna basically get bro. I don't even know how Jaren Jackson. All I know is like that man is so annoying, because he doesn't set screens or nothing. He just goes. You're right though. Ja was praying like a. Yes. Exactly.
Look at him. Look, I think you gotta go with, again. Is there an opportunity? Why not get Ja first and then try to take a swing at Giannis? It won't hurt to say no. You know what I mean? They say no. It's not gonna hurt you anything. You still came out a winner. So. But again, I can attest to the fact that, because for some strange reason, I don't know what it is about the people I connected with and that I connected Nap with, that we've connected with, that first started off in the boardroom side of things, if you know, and then now led to like
everywhere.
South Beach side of things, South Beach side. And for some reason, we always catch a lot of noise, man. I'm telling you, stay tapped in with us, man. Look, appreciate everybody that's tapped in so far. Look, this is the Smoke Sessions podcast. That is Nap God, Naps the P. I'm Famous Davis. You know me as K.Views on X. I'm still K. the Chemist. Famous Davis. Look, man, Danhausen, the whole thing. We're the Chemistry Lab still. Sports Jedi Network, presented by DWE Television. You see the whole 9. We've only been on 3 platforms today, y'all. My X account, Nap's X account, and the Sports Jedi Network account. That shout out to y'all, man. 33, about to hit 3,400 of y'all. And we've all hit over 1,000, man. So we appreciate y'all tapping in for sure. Look,
let's get to his favorite number.
Oh, you're trying to. They're gonna mess it up after like 30 seconds, man. Somebody's gonna hear. We're gonna see 420. But anyway, look. You can also find us like these same, even though we're responding to y'all, like shout out to you, of course, Monk, Tyler Bands, Casual Heat fan, like search Sports Jedi Network on iHeart,
Triple J, no
Apple Podcasts. Search Sports Jedi Network on Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, the whole 9, Spreaker, and you're gonna see the Chemistry Lab Smoke Sessions audio there, man. So we're gonna get the platform there, and that's gonna be great, bro. What did he say was that one here?
There it is.
Yes, but yes, now
420.
It comes with the it comes with the process, like, and everything. Like, you can still get to Giannis, but it's in steps. Like, again, preaching to how serious you are to compete, right? But like, if you know that you get this man, Ja Morant, for nickels on the dollar, then you can go take the rest of your dollar and put it all in, all the money you got on Giannis. And I know it seems like you're kind of gutting, but like you said, man, Triple J still there. Pele still there. But that's not a bad three-headed monster to have. Wiggs could still be there too. Norm could still be there too. You never know. But look, you got a three-headed monster of Ja, Giannis, and Ben. Again, Laurie still, look. We all gonna be up on that, man. You gonna, man, Monk, look, come through and rock with us, man. You streaming, look, we perfect on X. That's why I know we got to get the YouTube rolling. We haven't really promoted.
Oh, you sons of bitches. We went up by 5. We were at 420.
Yeah. TB, I'm with you on that too. I think you got a bunch of young cats, young guns, young players that are ready to ball out. Just give them an opportunity. You just got to get rid of the main components. But I think, again, you don't have to give up the 13th pick for Ja Morant. Y'all are in a position where if they say, can we get the 13th pick, you'd be like, nah. We all right. Just saying, man. You got to get it how you live. And then, like you said, now when you make that move, then you can push for, hey, man, then the narrative's there. Look, now Giannis can be here. Look, they're competing with Ja Morant, a point guard he was looking for. You know what? You know how they go and say it, the narrative. But look, we went overtime. Two things occurred today. We went 7 minutes overtime. We're gonna go obviously a couple minutes longer, but overtime. But we can never stay. I think we ended it one time where we were right either at the 420 mark or 3420 or 20. We ended it one time and just shut it off like that. Yeah, absolutely, Monk. That's the 13th pick is off the table unless it's for you know who. Unless it's for you know who. Look, mock trades or not, it's certainly not mock. I'm not saying people are whoever you're reading that from. I'm just saying, like, this shit gets fed to people, man. Whether it's a Bleacher Report, like, this shit gets fed to people. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what it was.
So look, there's steps to this. You can't go out there and get Giannis first and then go get Ja. You got to secure the easy dub first. You got to get that one out the way. And if it is a hero, then great. You just freed up. Again, I'm not saying it can happen to where, man, you pulled off a 3-team trade and got Giannis and Ja. Oh, shit. It could. But again, where the office is starting at is with Ja Morant. This is the one I wanted to get to. Here's another one. Spurs covet this man. The Spurs know that they have a need, regardless of how the outcome of this Western Conference final goes. They know they have a need. The thing is, it's, again, a moment of Danny Ainge holding on to the cards that he shouldn't have held on to. That's the thing. See his shirt right there? It says 2 words, get there. That's all Danny Ainge needed to do. But he's holding on to that.
Get there first.
Yes, he wants them to compete, but he really didn't want to have to compete and have so much money tied up in a certain player. He could easily be gone. He could be easy one gone to Minnesota, New York. He can easily be that guy. But it's just whatever Danny's willing to do. And he's, again, and it's going to be worse for him because it's going to be a negative asset because You're paying him all this money and you can't get rid of him. You're gonna have to salary dump. I mean, you're gonna have to, pick dump. You're gonna have to give up some picks. So for him, he's like, nah, I might as well hold on to him.
Okay, Dad, someone asked me, in your opinion, come draft night, who do you think Miami has on their roster? Between Giannis or Ja Morant?
You obviously, all the noise for Giannis, obviously. But if I had to have my pick, if I have to say one, I'll say Ja Morant, but I don't even think there is a draft day trade. I think whatever hits is before that. So I don't even think it'll be draft night, draft day. I think it hits before that. They're gonna have to have buzz leading into the draft. So, and it only makes sense for obviously a team like Miami, but it obviously only makes sense for other teams who are OKC or just saying whatever picks. I'm just saying picks galore, whatever the case. Just anybody in a top 5 that's willing to surrender that. I mean, there's just a whole 9. I'm not even saying the number 1 pick. It could even it could be somewhere in 6th or 10th. But the more realistic one should be Ja Morant, and that should happen way before the trade deadline. I mean, the draft.
I say 2.
All right, let's see.
I'll give it 2 weeks before the draft. Is that good?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Because from the same thing you've been hearing, I've been hearing the same thing.
So, if it went down that route, and if they went the exact route I'm hearing, you nab Ja, the narrative starts pushing. Oh my God, they were able to still keep this person, and this person. Oh my God, are they going to trade him for Giannis? And that's where the buzz leads up to the draft. And oh man, Ja Morant and Giannis have been talking. You're going to hear a whole bunch of shit. But I think that if Miami plays their cards right, they can be the talk of the fucking town. Leading up to draft night, they could be the talk of the town. Look, man, the ownership likes him. They love him. They love him.
Yeah, I heard he's likely staying.
Shout out the homie. Shout out the bro. Shout out boardroom.
Yes.
Houston's gonna do whatever they can. Try to pull off some kind of funny move. I feel I guess we'll just say it like that. I feel he's gonna let it ride, maybe to the trade deadline. But if, again, big if, there's only one match made in heaven, and again, that's who they're missing. That would have put them over the top. Is the Spurs are a KD away, but Phoenix. Again, KD has no love for Phoenix because of how they did him. We can attest to that, and we can vouch for that. If they decide to give him oblige him, he's going to San Antonio. San Antonio knows they need to shore up something. And they were willing. They know they were willing. They had a price. And people try to say they didn't even offer. They fucking did. And then people that I don't even speak with, or we don't even speak with, that are on Spurs side saying the same thing. The Spurs know. The Spurs know that they're in win now mode. Yeah, absolutely not. I think tonight proved Fox is needed. A lot of people are saying that he won't play out his contract. That could very well be the case. But he came here for a reason, and that's to win some chips. And if he does that, maybe, you know. But the Western Conference Finals now is why KD preferred San Antonio, and why Phoenix was reluctant to trade him to San Antonio. Trade him to San Antonio. They're reluctant. They didn't want to. It's a whole lot, man. But this has been, we're out of time on that. But guess what? Now, I got some more intels from the plug for us that I think we'll start putting our notes together. I'm going to send you the notes. We didn't talk Saturday night main event. We didn't talk. By tomorrow, there's Jack Cartwheel, AAA, WWE AAA superstar. It's going to be out later today. Y'all be sure to check that out.
Bro, I know I'm going to be sleeping in. I'm tired.
Right here, look. Yes. And because they're a win now team, now they may be in a position. They know they got to pay Wemby, but now they may be in a position where they can go and pick up somebody in the 20-something million to $30 million range. They know it's worth it. They could be a lottery away. Again, Spurs fans are going to hate that, but we'll talk. But look, again, let me stop this. The X account, we're going to start putting a lot more clips on that. Nap and myself are going through our previous episodes and beginning to clip. But Smoke Sessions 8. Is that what it is? Let me double check that.
Yeah, I think that
might be off. I might be off on that. Let me
No, I think you're right. Smoke Sessions 8.
Yep. Smoke Sessions 8. Follow that X, man. We'll be sure to get people to follow back. We got our little bro that's running it. We got it, like I said, start sending them clips so they can start posting. They're just doing a bunch of retweeting right now. And again, we BJ. Shout out to Dex. Shout out to PGH Chris, Hoss, Kev, the whole DWE television crew. From Miami, Greg, CJ, Bling, CFO. Did I say CJ? I think I said CJ.
Yeah.
The whole crew, man. The whole crew. Y'all though, Heat Nation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know the conversations we had at the trade deadline were pretty crazy. Rock with us for the summer, because I promise y'all, when it comes to NBA talk, when we get back to this on the grind, I promise y'all, we're going to be dropping as soon as the finals is over. It's going to get fun for Miami. Just again, shout out again to Monk, Casual Heat fan, Tyler Bands. I said TB. But look, we may be back tomorrow. Maybe talk some NBA hoops. Because I think some things we didn't get to do the post game for the Knicks. So we may be to do that so we can talk some more Miami, because they are going to be a topic of discussion. Maybe. We'll figure it out. But on that note, though, this has been Nap God 7, Mr. Napster P. Famous Davis K. Views on X. Enjoy the outro, man. Enjoy the outro. Shout out to Tayshaun Stewart, man. And shout out to all 3,600 of y'all crazy motherfuckers.
You haters about to be mad at this one for real. Let's run it back. Oh, for sure. Damn, son, where did you find this? Famous Davis. Woo. Smoke Sessions Podcast. New era on the ride. We gain notoriety. What up, Nick? Still we sweat for every slide. Whoa, whoa. Nap got 7 in the zone. Kemistry lab with the touch. People know our name now. Famous, but we still chase the bread. Eyes on the next move, grind time. Teach, stay ahead. Every win got pressure. Clutch. Every loss got proof. If they want the truth now, we've been living it through. Turning pages, new chapter, same grind, louder with the hunger, clearer with the shine. Chemistry lab, cooking, making pressure in the room. Famous Davis kept it moving. We BJ in the boom.